Hello, everybody. Welcome. Come on in. Here we are. There we go. We are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Soulfully Aligned Women. It is Monday morning, and I am here to bring you your Monday message and give you some inspiration to get your week started and get us all aligned into the right place as we move through our week. This third week of March, we are now in spring here. It is March 23rd, so happy spring. And if you are on the other side of the world, happy fall for you. I am so happy that you have found me here. If you are new, I want to welcome you. Please say hello. Tell us where you're from. And I am from central Alberta in Canada, and we are so excited to have spring moving in here into the mountains. Um, Soulfully Aligned Women is something that I founded and created. My name is Janice, and I am an artist and a women's mentor, spiritual mentor, business coach, and I am here every Monday morning to bring this message for you. So you can find me here. I am actually live right now on Soulfully Aligned Women, the private Facebook group that is growing and expanding and full of goodies. So if you're not in our group, you might want to come and join us. I am also live on Soulfully Aligned Women on Instagram, and also you may be seeing this on my YouTube channel. So please say hello. I am happy that you have found me. And Soulfully Aligned Women is all about soul coherence. And when I talk about soul coherence, I mean that we have everything in alignment: our soul, our mind, our heart, and our body, all in attunement, all in perfect coherence, congruence with our soul, that we are receiving and creating with our highest wisdom. So we know that we are not creating in our world in a bubble, that we actually have these beautiful forces that are here with us. And as we consciously create the life of our dreams and bring our gifts forward, we are creating a light that is rippling out to the world. So that is what Soulfully Aligned Women is about. Our foundation is that you create through your soul and your wisdom. But we're human beings, and walking in that alignment can sometimes be tricky. And so we are all about bringing that into attunement. So that Soulfully Aligned Women has all sorts of tools and programs to bring you into alignment. And I'm going to talk to you a bit about that today. But what I really want to talk to you today, this week, because we are at a point where we really need to be bringing forth our gifts and our light. And a lot of times we get going with that. As I've been in business for many years, I've helped many women start their business and get it going. And what I've noticed is that on the way to success, even if you're experiencing some success, what happens is we kind of lose a little bit of that first momentum energy. When you first start a business, you first start putting something out, being creative and going after your dream. There's a lot of energy that comes with you. And then it kind of slips down and we lose a little bit of that. Good morning. Hi, Nancy. Hi there, Kelly. Um, Anyways, could you imagine? Can you just imagine like moving along in the current of prosperity? Could you imagine waking up every day knowing that you are a creator, you are an incredibly powerful creator, and you've got this in you, can this excitement, this bubbling up of creation energy is here within you. Do you remember a time when you were creating something, a time maybe even when you were younger and you're like, I'm going to do this in the world when I grow up. I'm going to have this, and this, and I'm going to create this, and I'm going to be this, and that excitement. And I often remember times too, even like through my young adulthood, when people would, bring forward a business idea, even a network marketing idea, and you were like super excited about it. And you're like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get started. And you feel that excitement and energy within you. That's the energy of creation. That's creation energy. That's being there in your full potential of creating. But what happens is sometimes we lose that. You get going in your business and you on your way to success, and then that slips down. You've forgotten what it's like. And a lot of women lose joy because they were taught that success is built by abandoning yourself. And I want to bring you back today into that joy and that excitement of building success in your life. There's nothing more powerful than having a dream and going after it and being excited about it and wanting to bring this to the world through your gifts. You know, being an artist, being a creator, having a passion for healing, whatever it is, whatever it is that you hold within your heart, but that excitement to bring that to the world is such a beautiful, beautiful energy. And sometimes we've been taught to override ourselves in order to be successful. And that is very much the masculine way of building success. The old way is through, pushing through, being productive at all costs. It doesn't matter what's going on. You got to go and do the work, right? Ignoring your body, dismissing emotions that are coming up, like staying in that sense of urgency, as opposed to being in the divine feminine way. So, the divine feminine way is to success is being dedicated to you first. It's being centered into you and your heart first and bringing that forward because you know that your gifts are divine. You know that these gifts were given to you by source, and you are special and unique, and you have these to give to the world. It's not about pushing and being urgent about anything. It's not about competition. It's about remembering that what you have to give is the light for the world and being strong and stable in that. We get to have expansion through soul coherence. Um, and we can sometimes we dip into urgency, right? So I want to talk about that a little bit. Urgency, um, instead of moving from your essence, that you have to rush, that there's a lot of pressure, there's, the work has to be done, it's hyper vigilant. I know for me, I can get that way. I get really caught up in that urgency, into that, well, I got to get this and this done. Now that I've started this journey, I've started this beautiful on this path of success, and things are working, everything begins to tighten up a little bit. And so the other way of doing it is that softness. It's it's that presence. It's being spontaneous. It's about receiving gracefully. It's about being in the flow. It's about being in that divine feminine essence. That is what we are bringing to the table, because in the past we've been taught that masculine way of moving forward, which works good for men, but it didn't work for women, right? And we were the ones that had to become more masculine in order to be successful. But now there's a whole new way of being successful, and it's about leaning into the softness and the presence, and of course, our beautiful divine essence that we have to bring bring with it. But a lot of women, they just don't feel worthy of this. And they don't feel worthy. They feel like, well, I have to prove myself. And when I get to this point, then I'll feel like I'm successful. And when more people sign up for my programs, or when I hit the next level, I will be successful. And um, what we do at Soulfully Aligned Women, what we do in the prosperity path is we become strong and stable first. Can you imagine that? Just standing in that power, standing in that strength of that mountain pose, that I am here and I have something to bring forward. I know that, for so many years in my business, like years and years ago, I had an interior design business, and I was not strong and centered in who I was. I was the one searching for proving myself in order to be the one who's accepted, in order to, you know, get the permission from other people, approval from other people. And so I was kind of like pushed and pulled all over the place. I was like this boat in the middle of the ocean, and it was just dependent on wherever the current was. And I was trying so hard to row my oars and get to some place and working so hard. But it was really that the big, powerful current of the ocean was the one that was in control. It wasn't me. And if I could come back and anchor myself in to being me and being present in myself and knowing who I am, and knowing that I don't have to compete, and that I don't have to push or shove, or, that coming back into the essence of who you are and standing strong, being the mountain first before we go out and do anything. And that comes through presence and awareness. And in the soulfully aligned path, we have that. We have that system in place that'll bring us. Like, can you imagine just bringing your light and shining your light and being happy in that, and not feeling like you have to prove anything? That that is your power, right? We become magnetic through gratitude and devotion and presence, instead of staying in lack and like there's not enough and I have to prove this, and I have to, when I get to this point, then I will be successful. But you don't need to fracture yourself in order to be successful. And I'm reminded of this all the time in business. All the time when I get pushing and shoving and like an urgency, like, oh, I got to get this, and this done, I'm reminded to pause and remember that whenever I feel that tightening up inside of me, I do not need to be there. That's not what this is about. We expand through joy, we expand through gratitude, through our presence. And when we are strong and we are the mountain, when we are feeling that within us, that's when we become magnetic and people are drawn into us. I am seeing Facebook is jumping around here. I don't think it's working real great. I'm just going to pop something in there. Ah, now I see. Hi, Karen. Good morning, Karen. It's so good to see you. Yes. All right. So you don't need to fracture yourself. So this awareness, I think I talked about this a little bit last week. This awareness came back to me again when I was excited. I was shown, invited into a high level program, and I felt this immediate yes, this excitement. Yes, I want to go. I want to do this. And this is the right direction. But at the same time, there was pressure around it. There was a pressure that made me contract and brought back memories of being in that contraction. And I know that when I am in that contraction, nothing will work. Doesn't matter how much I want it to work, how hard I work, how excited I get. If my body is not in that full inner coherence with my heart and my mind, and my soul directed me like, hey, let's go this way. But if my body hasn't caught up to that yet and it's still holding on to fear, it's not going to work. And so this whole like, yes, I want to go, I want to jump into this high level program, I want to be creating more. I stopped and I went, wait a minute, this isn't feeling right, because through all the work that we've done with inner coherence in our groups here, and the work that we're doing in that's coming up, we're starting a program this week called the Abundant Joy Path to Prosperity. I recognized that what I was feeling in that moment was just wrapped, this yes wrapped up in pressure. And if I move forward with that fear in my body, then I am abandoning myself. I am once again telling my body, be quiet. It's okay. It's going to be fine. I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to go. See, my old way of doing things was always to take the leap, to go for it, because I wanted this success so badly, to go for it and to create and um, jump off that cliff. And sometimes that's a good thing because it stretches me. But at this point, this was a big stretch. And I've recognized that sometimes I've taken that leap, and that stretch is full of stress, not good stress either. So um, there are different yeses that you need to feel through in your body. And this is something we'll be talking about in the Abundant Joy Path to Prosperity, is feeling that, understanding that, discerning that, and being able to make choices from your higher wisdom based on what you've known and who you've grown into. So I've grown into a new woman. I'm a new me. I'm not the same young woman who can say yes and take the leap and stretch and be in that stress and grow and learn how to hold it. But now I'm like, no, I'm going to wait. I'm going to bring my body into coherence. I'm going to be in full coherence, full soul coherence first. And then I will be supported. I will receive first. And then I will move forward, stretch, and feel good while I'm doing that. And because we are the creators, we are the ones in the driver's seat. We get to decide how our success moves towards us. We get to decide how far we will go and what it's going to look like. I decide that it gets to be easy and flowy, and I get to be held in my expansion instead of fractured, instead of self abandonment. That I get to move forward in this. Can you imagine then getting up every day and feeling this sense of expansion within you and this excitement? Not stress. Not stress. The days of stressing need to be done. And, you know, we don't want franticness, we want flow. We want to be moving in that flow. We don't want, all these ideas and offers and projects and creations like all over in our, like everywhere in our mind. I've had that. I've had that. I've like woken up. I was like, this idea, and this idea, and this idea. What am I going to work on today? And it's moving so fast until I feel frantic and I get burnout. Now I'm moving forward in that soul coherence path in the way that is calm, strong. I am the mountain. I'm the one moving forward and in grace. And I can hear the guidance. And my body feels safe and held. Could you imagine that? Waking up every day and going, yes, I'm in creation energy. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So, this whole idea of being the mountain, being in our soul coherence, and bringing in joy with the expansion, that That itself is the way to move forward. And we're not talking about this enough. There's not enough people out there talking about the power of joy and how joy, the frequency of joy, moving through your body brings you more inspiration and more ideas and more energy and more time. You get all of that when you move forward in joy. And the reason we get it all is because as we move through this joy path, we release fear frequencies. And as we release fear frequencies, we open up to more joy. It's amazing how it does that. It creates space within you, and you start to feel excited about life. And that's where I am now. I'm just like so excited about life, about what I'm building here. And the other thing that I actually want to touch on too is that we don't have to create a business that's here's my business, it's set. Now I'm going to present it to the world. Business isn't a one and done thing. We can't, we're looking for a lot of times looking for that one thing that's going to be the guarantee, that's going to hold it all together. I'm going to create this and put it out there and it's going to just bring me this residual income. It doesn't work like that, because your business is part of who you are. You are your business. And as you grow and evolve, your business needs to grow and evolve. So it gets to morph and change with you. And that's how we keep it fresh and exciting. That's how we keep moving forward with new ideas and new creations. It's that, that energy of fresh aliveness, spacious aliveness that, yes, oh my gosh, I know now how we're going to move and grow and change. The business I started 7, 8 years ago is very different from the one I am running now because I am different. I have changed. And I get to move forward in what lights me up. I get to create and be successful on my terms, not stay stuck in the old way of doing things. And so, what you're going to see here in Soulfully Aligned Women is everything morphs and changes. I never really do the same thing twice. And as I create my programs, they're fresh and new. And if I do an old program, like the Soulfully Aligned Creative Mystic certification program, that one's going to shift and change. But I I present that one. I've done it now. We're in our fourth group going through, but I present it live. So it's always different and fresh and new and current. And it's going to shift even more as we come through in the spring here. It's going to be very different. I'm going to present it in a new way. I'm excited about that. I have new things coming for Soulfully Aligned Women, and I hope that you will stay with me. And as we come and bring our businesses forward and powerfully create, we're not looking for a one and done business. We are growing and evolving, and we are staying on the leading edge of creation. And we are waking up every morning ready to create, excited to give to this world. And in that, we don't experience burnout. We get to um, we get to have our holidays. We get to schedule our own holidays. My gosh, guys, like schedule a holiday every 6 weeks. That would really give you the fire and the energy. You come back so fired up and ready to go. Every 6 weeks, take time off for you. Could you imagine building a business that way? We're going against the norm. We're going against the grain. Most people laugh at me when I say that. But it's like, no, that's what I'm building. I'm building a business that I get to take holidays, but I don't even really feel like I need a holiday because I love what I'm doing so much. But I get to take that time to rest and reflect and refill my bucket and come back in fresh and alive with new ideas. And maybe that week off is to go to a training because I love learning. Maybe it's to go to a retreat. Who knows? But this is what I'm creating. And so far, this has been absolutely phenomenal. And I know that the women that come in, the women that have first come into my programs, are now out there with their own businesses, creating in their way. They had those aha moments of like, oh, I know what I want to do. I know how I'm going to bring this through. And they're bringing their businesses. They're out there, they're having their own retreats. They're out there now having circles with other women. It is happening. And that was my vision for Soulfully Aligned Women, is that we would come together, go deep into our own soul journeys, hear that wisdom, fine tune the intuition, and bring that out to the world, that each and every woman that comes into Soulfully Aligned Women then goes out into the world and brings her gifts to the world in her way. And I am so proud to know these women. They are powerhouse women. And so many beautiful Soulfully Aligned women in our community. We have the most beautiful community. And the beautiful thing is when you're here, when you come in here to our Soulfully Aligned Women's space, you get to be in this community with other women, where we do lift each other up, we support each other, we cheer each other on. We watch what each of us are doing and say, "Hey, that is awesome." They even take programs from each other now. Like, this is fabulous. I love it. And so the whole idea of moving forward in success or prosperity, whatever you want to call it, because it's different for everyone. Success is your own, has your own definition. Prosperity is unique to each and every one of us. But the whole thing is that we are living fresh in this alive energy of creation, in joy, in expansion. And then we're not letting the old ways limit us. We're not feeling ourselves collapse or in doubt, or we're not overworking. We don't feel like we have to disappear. We don't feel like we need validation or permission from anyone else. We're in the most magical time of creating businesses in a whole new way, creating through joy and creation energy moving through us. Because as you come into that inner soul coherence, as you step into that, you find that current of prosperity and you begin to move in that flow. And when you move out of it, you know you've moved out of it. You feel it and you go, oh, yes, okay, I'm coming back into my flow. And my prosperity flow is unique for me. It doesn't have to look like hers or hers or hers. It's unique for me. It's my path. There's no competition. We just help each other along. And I hope that this helps you remember that feeling of when you first got into your business, when you first got the idea to create, the idea to bring something forward, and that excitement within you, that doesn't have to go away. That stays with us. So if your excitement for your business has dwindled at all, if it's become mundane or a chore, then you need to come into our joy, the abundant joy path to prosperity, because we are going to get you back into the joy. We are going to get you back into that prosperity current so that you are excited about what you have to give. And you know what's lighting you up? You maybe have to shift and move from, maybe you've outgrown your business and now your business needs to evolve with you. And this is the exciting part. So the Abundant Joy Path to Prosperity starts on Wednesday. We already have a beautiful group of women that are forming. I love how it's coming together. And I'm ready for the women who are tired of under earning, who are feeling like, life is just not as exciting as it used to be, who want to build prosperity from alignment, not force. That's what we're bringing through. We're bringing through prosperity through alignment, not force. No more burnouts. No more one and dones. This is like us, and our business is a part of us. What we give to the world, the gifts that we have are here to radiate out. Just feel that joy, feel that excitement every day. Like you only get one life. You only have this life, and our time here is limited. So, what are you waiting for? Let's just bring it all. Let's be in that energy of life, that beautiful essence of life. Let's let it flow through us. Let's bring that to the world because that is what's going to change the world. That is what's going to bring us into a whole new world, a whole new earth in the new human. And this is so much fun to bring forward. Okay, I got a little bit off track there, but that basically is what I wanted to say to you today. So let's come into our meditation today and see what else comes through for us. So I'm going to invite you to light a candle. I do have a candle here for us. If you don't have one, that's okay. I'm going to invite you to settle into your space, to take a breath. Take a breath. Find yourself settling in. Close your eyes. Breathe in deeply through your nose. And then let go through your mouth. Big sigh. Do that again. Nice, long, slow, deep breath. And let go. Do that 2 more times at your own pace. And as you settle back to your normal pattern of breathing, just bring your awareness into your heart space. Breathe in and out of your heart and allow a beautiful glowing light to grow there. See a spark and let it grow with each breath. This is your gateway into your soul, into your higher wisdom. We move into your heart. Soften your heart. Breathe into it, and as you breathe into it, all the fears settle down, all the worries and the to-dos relax, dissolve. Let that light begin to grow as you keep breathing into it. Feel that sense of love and gratitude as your heart grows, as the walls soften and the light expands. You were never meant to carry as much as you carry. You were never meant to clog up your system so much. You are light, pure light. And let this lightness move in. The lightness of joy. Let it move into your heart and just feel that again, that excitement for life, that passion for life, the heaviness of grief, the heaviness of disappointment. Let it all dissolve away. Let yourself be in that lightness again, in that space of what if? What if everything I've been through was simply a way for me to grow, to learn, to become stronger? What if there is still light there for you? What if the dream is still there? Your soul is evolving and growing. Your dreams are there for you. The dreams are there because it is the potential within you. It is still there no matter how much you've been through. No matter how tired you may feel, the tiredness is from the disappointment. The tiredness is the grief. And you get to just put that all down like a cloak. Let it fall down around your feet and let yourself be in the light, in the lightness of being. What if you could just let it all go and be in this beautiful light? And you could feel excitement for life again, joy for life again. You never did anything wrong. There were no faults. There's no reason to carry the shame or the blame or the guilt. They were all just experiences. Just experiences. Let go of the meaning that you have created around them. Breathe into your heart. See that light growing brighter, like the bright sun coming out, dissipating the clouds. Everything you've been through was growth, was your soul evolution growth. You were never supposed to give up. You were encouraged to let go of the weight of disappointment, let go of the weight of blame and guilt and shame. When you release these, there's so much room for joy and light. There's nothing to hide. There's nothing to be sorry about. There's nothing to look back on and feel like you did it wrong. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Imagine being reborn again in this moment, fresh and new, letting everything from the past go. And you carry only the wisdom that you've gained from that. You are so much bigger and brighter. Imagine yourself blooming out of the cocoon, out of the seed pod, releasing all of that, ready to go, ready to fly, ready to be in the beautiful light, to bring your gifts forward. We feel the yearning for this excitement again, for life again. We know you want to live, and things have worn you down. And we are urging you to let go of the meaning that you have created around all of the past. Just let it go. Let your heart lead you forward. Let your heart pull you forward into the light. Imagine stepping out rebirthed, fresh and new, vibrant, full of life, full of joy, full of excitement, and facing the sun, opening your heart to the sun, facing your whole body towards that light. The feeling that you get on the first day of vacation, the feeling that you get when you get to let go of all the problems, all the worries. Life feels good and fresh and light again. This is what we want for you. This is what we are here to support you with. Just take a minute to bask in this. Feel this energy move through your entire body. Breathe into this. Beautiful. Hold this within you as you go through your day. You are never alone. We are here, we are here, we are here. Invite us in for guidance, for support. We love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we're going to start to come back. Take a deep breath in. Begin to move your body, wiggle your fingers and toes, and open your eyes when you're ready. What a beautiful, refreshing message. The world feels very heavy right now, and we can choose to be in that heaviness, or we can choose to step forward into this new being, this new way of living, this new being of human, and that will help change the world. So I'm going to invite you to come join me in the Abundant Joy Path to Prosperity, to come light up your business again. Get it refreshed. Come back into joy. Feel the joy in your heart. Come back into living in this beautiful, spacious aliveness with me. We will go through this. You get 8 weeks of guidance and support from me live every week we meet. You also get the, oh my gosh, you get the bonuses, the 5 inner coherence sessions to begin with. And then you also get Reclaim Your Radiance. That's a 6-week program. That in itself is worth the whole program. And it is just going to be a beautiful container of support. We are going to come and refresh ourselves, come back into what it is that we have to give to the world and be excited about it. Come back into that fresh, creative edge. All right, you guys, you have a beautiful week, and I will see you in my program. I hope. Get in there. We start Wednesday. There's only a couple days left. All right. I love you. Have a beautiful week, and I will see you later. Bye for now.